Well, hey guys, welcome back to my shop. My name is Dema, and in this video I'm going to answer a question that I get asked a lot is, do I have to use a pressure pot? Do I have to use vacuum? Can I use vacuum instead of the pressure pot? And if I don't have either one of those, can I just leave it out in the open? So for this video, I'm going to use Alumilite Clear, which has a 7-minute working window and a 2-hour demold time, because that's what I use in all of my worthless wood casting. And this may not work for polyester resin or any other resin that you may have, but if you really want to know if it will work, you can always try it and see how it does. So I have 3 samples here. They're all hot glued to the bottom. They're all going to be scrap wood that I get out of my scrap bin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix about 6 ounces, maybe, I don't know, 3, 4, 6 ounces of resin, and I'm going to put them in. I'm going to put 1 sample into the pressure pot under 60 psi. I'm going to put 1 into the vacuum chamber and slowly vacuum out the air, and I'm going to leave 1 out in the open, and we'll compare the 3 and see what happens. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cover each one of these samples in resin. There we go. We've got the sample in the pressure pot. Now this is the method that I use because I know it works, and this is actually what they recommend for the Alumilite resin. Now let's go ahead and put 1 into the vacuum chamber. Now as you can see, if I completely close off the ball valve, the air starts to kind of bubble up, or it's starting to foam up. I don't want it to foam up too much, so I'm going to kind of bleed the air into it. So after a few hours, the resin has hardened, and I went ahead and removed them from the pressure pot, the vacuum chamber, and I took them out of the cups, so that way you can kind of see the difference between the 3 samples that I have here. It looks like my scrap pieces did have slight moisture in them, so this didn't really turn out as well as I'd hoped, but I still think that this example kind of shows you the difference between pressure casting, vacuum casting, and nothing at all, just leaving it out in the open. So the first sample I have here is from the pressure casting. Now from the sample you could see that it's much clearer and there's a lot less bubbles in the resin. There are some bubbles next to the wood, but that's because my wood had some moisture in it, and when you have moisture in with Alumilite, this is kind of what you get. You get the white bubbles. The next sample I have here is without the pressure pot or the vacuum chamber. This is the one where I just left out in the open, and as you can see, it's got a lot of tiny little air bubbles, and those are air bubbles that will be visible once you turn it on your lathe and try to polish it up. It's kind of gonna give you a really rough surface, and it's really not going to turn out very well. And the third sample is probably the worst out of the 3, and really what I've been telling people for the longest time is you can't use vacuum with Alumilite Clear because you really don't have that much time before it starts setting to get all that air out. So as you can see here, this is what it turned out looking like. It's just a big piece of foam. I mean, it actually looks pretty cool. It's like an art piece. So So the final verdict is the only way to cast worthless wood is by using a pressure pot, because none of the other methods really work to get a successful and really nice cast. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I answered your question that you had about pressure casting worthless wood. If you liked the video, let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you got any additional questions that I may not have covered in the video or any of my other videos. Feel free in the comments area. And if you're not yet a subscriber, I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button so you can get future notifications of any new video that I come up with. Well, have fun in the shop, but be safe doing it. See you guys next time.